Hi there, welcome to this video where I'm going to be going through how you set up your own ePortfolio. So the site to go to start off with is portfolio.ascollege.wa.edu.au. That's the site that you go to, and you will see this page here. Now you can see there's a menu item here that says login, or there's a login up the top left there. Either of those will work. So if I click login, it'll go to this page here, and you'll click login with a college account. So this will then take you and log you in with your school details. Now, if you're already logged into the computer, it should take you straight there, but you may need to, if you're doing this from home for the first time, put in your school username and password. Once you have logged in, you'll come back to this page, and over here under My Sites, I've got lots, but you will just have a couple of options there. One, you'll have the year level page that's kind of shared by everyone. That's the home base for everyone. But you'll also have your own site there with your name in it. So if you just hover over it without clicking on it, or you could click on it as well, but if you just hover over it and then go across to Dashboard. If you click on Dashboard, what will happen is the site will start copying across. So there'll be a template applied to your site. So it'll look something like this, where it's copying across. Now this can take anywhere between 5 to 10 minutes. So you just need to let it go. It's only one time that this happens. So you'll only ever need to do this once. After this time, every time you go back to the site will load straight away. So just got to go through that waiting process, and eventually you will get to your site. So the page that you first land on might look something like this, where it has some blog posts that you can see from other places around in other people's ePortfolios, but this is your page here. And so you can visit your site if you just, mine says student template too, but yours will have your name there. So you could go to visit site, and then you'll see exactly what it is that the site looks like. So you can do some customizing now, and I'm going to just take you through some ideas about customizing and changing the page to get it set up, and also how everything works here in your site here that is based on WordPress. So one of the first things that you could do is go over to the Customize menu at the top here. This will allow you to do a heap of customizing on your page. I would leave the theme as it is. The theme that we're using here in WordPress is called Campus Press Flex. Leave that theme as it is. It just makes it easier because I'm going to show you how to use that theme in depth. So leave that theme there. Now you can play with all of these items here down the left hand side of the page to see what they do. So if I go to site identity, you see that we've got a logo here. You might want to replace that logo, remove it, and change the logo there. You might want to change the site title to something else. And change it to site portfolio, change the site title to my portfolio or anything you like. As you're changing these in here, they should change automatically on the page as you're doing it, okay? So I'll cancel that, I'll just go back. The site layout and settings. So you can play with all of these, and as you do them, you'll see that there's changes that occur on the site live, okay? So I'm not going to go into all of these because it would take me a long time. But you can change the color schemes. We've just chosen the college colors. Put in a background image, the main header area, which is this bit up here. So you might want to say, I want the logo at the top with my menu underneath it. Search button, I want to stick to the top, so I don't want that. So I want to scroll down, I want it to stay there like that. Or I can say stick to the top, and then the menu will stay there, or I can say stretch to full width, which will just stretch it out over the whole page. Okay, so I'm going to change that back to on the left. Background colors, fonts, that sort of thing. So you can go through now and look at all of these things and start having a play around at the top to see what these different things do, okay? And content, your post lists, etc., etc. When you've finished, make sure that you hit on publish here, which will then make sure that that's saved all of the changes that you've made on there. On your own page here, there's a bunch of help documents about how you can do different things on the page. I'm not going to go into a lot of this stuff specifically. I'm just going to show you a few things with the themes in this video, but there's a lot of extra stuff that you can get there. Also on the main page that you first go, you'll see that there's a lot of how-tos, and these things here are also similar documents that will help you to create posts, etc., etc. Okay, so I'm going to now go to the dashboard for your site that we saw before. This is really the home base for your site. Now, what we've done is we've created one page and one post. There's a difference between pages and posts, and you can read about the difference, and there's a lot of information on the main page here. I've got lots of different posts that I've put on that talk about these different kinds of things. So pages are things that are static, that are normally stay the same. So things like an About Me page, that's not going to be updated with different posts, so that's going to stay static. So if I go down here to Pages and All Pages, you will see that you have a home page, which is that front page that we saw, that you can edit, or you've got the About Me page that you can edit as well, okay? So if I go to the About Me page and then I click on Edit, that will take you to the About Me page, and it will show you a little bit about the editing here. So this is the title of the page, and you can see that I've got a few things in here that will help guide you to creating a great About Me page. So I can change all of this if I want to now. So the way that this theme works is you come up with these different rows in here, and then you can put different blocks in here. So if I want to, I can, if I hover at the bottom of any of these, I can add a block. And in that block, I can search for a block. I can look at the most used ones, or look at common blocks that I can put in there. So an image, just some text, a gallery of images, a heading text, a list, a quote, audio, file, or video. And there's also lots of formatting that you can do in there. So if you want to put in a table or a quote, there's layout elements. This first one is media and text that I put on here, or make multiple columns, or a button that you can make that would send you somewhere else. It's worthwhile going through and having a look at all the things that you can add onto your page, okay? And even for those of you who are more advanced, or if you want to embed a YouTube video or an Instagram post or a Twitter or anything like that, you can do it using this theme, which is really cool. So I'm going to just put in an image, for example. So I can go to a library or upload an image. So if I click on Media Library, you'll see that there's some pictures already on there. So if I want to, if I choose that image now and click on Select, that then puts that image into my page. Now I can change the size of the image if I want to, and that the options there are like, okay, I want to maybe put that in the center. So there's some alignment options there, and I might want to make a link to that image. Now, if I don't want this, I can remove this whole block if I want to, or I can delete the image, or I can change the style. So I might want to make it that style, like a circle mask kind of thing. So I get some options there and transform to different kinds of things, okay? Media and text just means, okay, now it's going to be one where there's going to be media on the left and text there on the right. Now at any stage, I can preview to see exactly what my page is going to look like. Okay, so now I've got this one here. Great. So I'll close that. I can go back to editing the page. So I can create and add a block above there. So I might go for a heading, which is just big text. And again, I've got all kinds of options, what kind of heading style that I want to. I could make this a quote now and change that to a quote. And I've got a number of different options for each of these. But you can see I can move these up and down as well. So if I want to move this so this block now goes below that one there, so I can move these blocks up and down. And inside each block, I can put a number of different things. Cool. Over here on the right, I've got some options as well with the block, the kind of style that I want it. Do I want it large and that sort of thing, right? So I've added a block in there. This one here is just a block of text that I've added in there. This one here, I've got some images and some text over here, right? And I can change any of these images if I want. So if I go in here, so I can change those images if I want to. So let's go to the media library and I'll choose another image. Let's go for this one here and I'll add it to the gallery. Update gallery. So this one here was a gallery. So now we've got 3 images down the side. Okay, and I've got some text here on the right hand side. Again, I can create extra elements down the side there. So this one here looks like it's just been, it's just a column. So I've done 2 columns here. So I'll show you that one. If I go down to the bottom of the page and let's add an extra block in there. And let's go for layout elements, columns. And I maybe want 3 columns. Let's say I want 3 columns. And now I've got 3 columns there, and I can add things to each one of those. So in this one here, I might want an image. So I'll go choose an image in there. Let's choose that one there. And you can upload your own images here. In this block here, I might want to put a video in, or a quote, or anything like, or an image gallery, or just a paragraph, which is just text in there. And this one here, I might want to add something else. So now I've got these 3, this kind of thing going here where I've got 3 columns, which is cool. And again, this is a whole block. And I want to take up, this one here, I want it to be a lot bigger than the other one. So I can also choose the different columns and change how big they're going to be as well. Okay, so I'm going to change that and make that a little bit bigger, or fit it there within the different columns. And this whole block, if I choose it, I can then move that down right to the bottom. See, just by using those, moving it up and down, and I can create another one at the bottom. So that is how this works, guys, is that you could just start creating blocks and putting things in, and you can see, I can preview at any time and see exactly what it is going to look like. So that is a little bit about this theme in WordPress that allows you to get started. I've just done some work on a page, but there's also posts that work pretty much the same way. So I'm just going to go over to posts, and it's going to warn me that I haven't saved my changes, but I'm going to leave. So if I go to post, there's only one page. So on that main page that you looked at, you saw that there was one there called Getting Started. So I'm going to edit that one, and you'll do the same thing. You'll all have the same post called Getting Started. And this is the same editing thing. We've got the same blocks that we can add on here. And I've got a number of different ways that I've done this. So this one's column, or media and text. Or sorry, this one's got 2 columns. This one's called a cover block. Right, so the thing that I added was called a cover, so you can get a nice photo in there and some text over the top of it. This one here, I added a YouTube video. I can also do one where I add a download button and download a file. So that's a really handy one. So if I go to, I'll show you where that one is. So it is blocks, file. So if I go to file there, I upload the file, and then that allows people to download a file there. And here's one here that's just a button that allows people to, allows you to create a link to something. So that one is in, where is the button? There it is, button. So I can create a button, I can call it whatever I like on that button there, and then paste the link of where I want that button to go. So I might go www.google.com. There we go. Excellent. And now that button will go to Google. There we go. And again, if I select that, I can move this down on the page and say, oh, I don't want it there, I want it there. And I don't want it on the left, I want to align it to the center, so it looks much better like that. Okay. And you can put that button in 3 columns. Here's a picture gallery where I've added 4 images. We've got a quote here. Here I've embedded a Instagram post on my page, and I can keep going. As I go along here, I just click on update, and there we go. So this first post that we've got on here, I would just delete all of this stuff here, and you can start from scratch and do your own thing. Or you could just delete the whole post and start again. One of the important things I wanted to show you is in the post, is where to make that post appear on your images, on your menu. So over here, if I go to categories, you'll see down the right hand side we have a number of different categories. These are what are in the menu for your site. So this particular post, you could say it's under innovation and enterprise and teamwork and leadership. You can actually do multiple places where this post will appear. So I'll just choose innovation and enterprise, and I'm going to click on update. So now that's going to update that. If I go then to visit the site, you'll see that you've got your first page and you've got this getting started. And if I click on read more, that will go to the post. If I go to community and service, we won't have any posts on that page yet, nothing on there. But if we go to innovation and enterprise, that post will also appear on here. There it is there, that getting started post. I'll continue reading there, and that will take me to that post that I've just been creating. You see it does some nice, there's our button that we created that goes to Google, and there's the social media post at the bottom, etc. Okay, people can comment on your posts. So that's it to start with, guys. So the home bit there is going to your dashboard, posts and pages you can work with and add onto there. I'll do some more on menus and things like that, and those help pages will help you. But this is just a video just to get you started on that main editing of the main page. Thanks a lot.